Hi there, this is Curtis here at bullytree.com. That's www. somewhere there, bullytree.com. Hey, quit it! My dogs are finding no other time but to make noise than now. And I want to talk today about my conversation with Beastro's owner, Robert Lee. As you guys may know, I wrote sometime last week about Beastro being the top dog of 2013. Well deserved, congratulations. And I believe that everyone that shows to that level deserves to be rewarded. I believe that everyone that goes to even one show deserves to be complimented, because it tells me that their heart is in the right place. I believe that anyone that makes a champion or grand champion deserves even more credit. And so too does Robert Lee. I mean, listen man, this guy's winning everything, and that's honestly fantastic. Hey guys, quit it. Marcus, you go. Go. I believe that Robert deserves everything that he gets. But our conversation was pretty interesting. Of course, Robert saw some of the things that I wrote on my blog and posted on Facebook, and people checked it out and probably sent it to him or whatever. And first of all, I want you guys to know, based on what I've heard about Robert, I have a lot of respect for him. Really, I mean, the guy's he's not like some 20-year veteran of dogs or something. He just got into the dogs, he said, 5 or 6 years ago. So that's remarkable that him and his dog could achieve such awesome things. But this is not what I had the issue with, and the issue that I was trying to point out to people is that Beastro has obvious faults, and one of them being an underbite. Why did I choose an underbite? Because to me an underbite is a fault. It's a serious fault, and I really don't care how the ABKC rates underbites, whether it's an inch, quarter inch, 1/8 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch. It's a fault, and it passes down. So that's why I use Beastro as an example, because he was a popular dog, and because I knew that it would get people's attention. And I wanted people to understand, as many people to understand, that as popular as a dog might be, he may have faults that you may not want in your program. And Robert and I spoke. Initially, he seemed really upset and irate, and I sort of gave him his time to vent, and he thought I was talking too much, and he wanted to have his say, and so I shut up and listened, and he was really mad, and he said some things. The guy's a cool guy, and I knew it, so I was just listening, and then eventually, after about 15 minutes, we talked for about an hour. After about 15 minutes, something changed in our conversation, and we really started getting down to the history of the dogs, and the faults, and the politics in ABKC, and he let me know that he knows Beastro is not the best dog on the planet as far as as far as confirmation, but he insists that Beastro wins because he's the best dog there on those particular days, and honestly, if based on ABKC standards, if that's what it is, that's what it is, then he's a winner. I have no problem with that, and I guess Robert initially thought I did. He probably still does. I don't have a problem with Beastro winning. I think that's one beautiful Shut your mouth, Curtis. Shut your mouth. I think that is one beautiful dog. I see obvious faults in him. Like his feet a little bit. And I see his tail a little bit challenged. And if that's ABKC standards, that's fine. At least the man is taking his dog out and showing it. But that wasn't my beef. So when we spoke, he eventually he understood where I was coming from, I think, and we both started getting on the same page. We agreed to a lot of things as far as the dogs. We agreed that certain dogs shouldn't be bred, and I really dig the fact that he told me that he really selectively breeds Beastro. You know, that made my heart feel good. You know, would I breed a Beastro? Probably not. But it made my heart feel good to know that he just wasn't going and sticking Beastro on every female that came, like some top breeders do. You know, I don't even think that Robert is a top breeder, because I don't see his name in any and everywhere. Like breed this, I don't even see Beastro puppies like everywhere. You know, so I think he really does selective breeding, and he assured me that he selectively breeds all of his dogs, and you know, he just seemed like a cool dude that loves his dogs and take care of his dogs, and you can see it. And I wish him all the best, all the best. You know, my post with Beastro wasn't really to take away from him. I was just using him as an example. Who else would I use? Some dog that somebody doesn't know? It was a good example to use. The top dog of the year of last year, 2013, for my example, and I'm happy that I did it. You know, Robert, if I offended you in any way, my man, it wasn't my intention. My intention was just to use your dog because he does have those obvious faults as an example to people, and let especially the newcomers coming in know that, you know, an underbite is not a standard that they want to breed for. That's all. Beastro already has an underbite. It's nothing nobody can do about it. You know, he's a grand champion many times over. You know, that's awesome. So it's not about you. Understand that, okay? It's about using him as an example of, you know. It's kind of like me having a, you know, we drive Cadillacs in my house here, and they're pretty fast, you know, and it's kind of like me going and driving fast down the street one day, crashing into a pole, you know, and somebody says, you know, look at that Cadillac wrapped around a pole, you know, you know, and you know, if he wasn't driving so fast, that would never happen, and me taking offense to it because I have a Cadillac. You know, it could have been a Toyota or a Volkswagen, you know, or a Camry, you know, whatever. It's not about the dog. It's about what the dog is able to do and the traits of the dog. It's not so much, you know. It's what happened when the dog breed. What happened when I sped. What happened when the dog is bred. That's the point I'm trying to make. No, bad time to play. Come on, go. You know, come on, baby, go. You know, so that's my point. I'm not trying to down Robert in any way. I'm just trying to show you guys that the dogs need to be better bred, and Beastro, he's an awesome dog. He has really awesome things about him. He's one of the prettiest dogs I've ever seen. You know, no, go. Marcus, go. And his standards, you know, to me, it's, you know, they're pretty, you know, he's a pretty nice dog. He gets kind of sweet, you know. I've seen him on tape. I haven't seen him live. I've seen him on tape, you know. And, you know, Robert deserves everything he gets, you know. And like he said, until somebody brings something better and that can consistently beat him, well then, hey. But I know, for me, it's not my style. I don't want to even touch another bite, because why put that in my program? Why put that in my program? Why not just start with something clean, you know? If you want to put another bite in the program, you know, you can get ready to have it like 4 generations down, or even 2 generations down. That's just the way it happens, you know. Beastro parents didn't have underbites, but guess what? He got it, and that's just my point. That's my point. My point is, if you want to have a really clean dogs, like all the way around, start with clean dogs and weed out the problems. You know, don't perpetuate it. Okay, Robert, man, peace. I hope you have a great New Year. To all my fans. You know, people that email me, I wish you would help me speak up. It's something that's needed. You know, I'm not here to destroy the dogs. I'm not a cancer like somebody said. I'm here for the dogs. If I use your dog as an example, you know, just understand that I'm not trying to down your dog. I'm just trying to use it as an example. And also, if you look around my site, bullytree.com, you'll see that I have beautiful posts about other people's dogs. You know, my posts are not all what people call controversial. You know, I give a lot of people props. I give a lot of people airtime. I give a lot of people credit. You know, I have a Grand Champion series that I write. That is just a beautiful thing. You know, I actually call people and talk to them about their dogs and write it as an interview, so people can see their dogs and know this is a way that you want to go. Why do I do Grand Champion series? Because people with Grand Champion dogs deserve to be seen. They're the ones that deserve to be getting $10,000 for a puppy, and they don't. And it's wrong that exotics are being paid that much for, and people that really take time to show their dogs don't. So understand that. I'm not here to hurt anyone. I'm here for peace. I'm here for the betterment of the dog. look, I'm here, the only one that's doing it. Nobody is doing it like I'm doing it. You know, everybody's scared to say something or to spend the time. You want to blog like this, like bullytree.com? Go ahead, call me. I'll set you up. You know, it'll cost you a little something, but I'll set you up. And when you're done, you can blog whatever you want that's positive or negative. But the thing is, people need to see these dogs and understand that they need help. Our dogs need help. Our dog is not in a good place. And I'm not going to apologize for saying that. Our dogs need help. Until then, be blessed, everybody. Have a great year. Mr. Robert Lee, thank you for talking with me. I really appreciate it. You know, you have a lot of insight, and I wish, you know, more people would hear you and speak with you, and you know, and be blessed, my man. Okay. This is Curtis here at bullytree.com. Have a good day and have a great year for you and your family.